Let's start with a contrast. Standing at attention against a backdrop of towering, mirrored skyscrapers in Hong Kong is a line of Nepalese Gurkha soldiers. Since 1948, these soldiers migrated to this hypermodern metropolis, bringing an entirely different world with them. The Nepalese who settled here didn't come from a single, uniform background. They arrived as a fractured diaspora made up of distinct ethnic groups, including the Limbu, Kirat Rai, Gurung, and Tamang. Each of these mountain communities possesses its own isolated dialects, traditions, and belief systems. When isolated groups settle in a massive city, there's a predictable risk. Minority traditions dissolve into the surrounding noise, swallowed completely by the dominant culture. In the absence of their physical homeland, these groups turn to their ancient instruments. They use specific ethnomusicology as a deliberate tool to actively prevent cultural erasure. Despite their diverse ancestral backgrounds, the Nepalese diaspora in Hong Kong leverages this music to bridge their divides. They celebrate major festivals side by side, sharing distinct beats to maintain social harmony. In this concrete environment, playing music serves as a geographic tether, an active mechanism for survival that anchors their indigenous identity. The first way they achieve this is through percussive and physical rhythm. In a densely packed urban environment, striking a drum serves as a direct sonic bridge back to the natural world and their ancestors. Take a look at this image. This is the chaibram, a traditional cylindrical hollow log drum. For the Limbu community, playing this drum with its natural materials and floral adornments is an essential requirement to anchor their ceremonial festivals. We see a similar phenomenon with the Kirat Rai community. This view shows the Sakale festival. Underneath those pennant banners, the community gathers in a massive circle, producing specific sonic rhythms engineered to express environmental gratitude and cosmic worship. The physical mechanics of the sakala are highly intentional. As you can see from the footwork and traditional ethnic attire in motion here, the rhythmic movement itself acts as a direct prayer to the universe and ancestral spirits. By maintaining these specific beats, displaced indigenous groups effectively build a portable, sonic recreation of their ancestral environment, regardless of where they actually live. The second functional pillar of Nepalese music tackles internal division. It acts as a social bridge to overcome the inherent geographical and cultural gaps between distinct mountain communities. The roti gar, or roti house, is a symbol for communal unity originating in western Nepal. It serves as a social hub where people meet to share their views, sing, and dance. You can see this cross-pollination happening here. This group, standing before a mountain mural, is performing centuries-old dances like the Gatu and Chutaka. These dances originated with the Gurung community, but today they are deliberately adopted and performed by the wider Hong Kong diaspora to foster integration. The Tamang community, a Tibeto-Burman group tracing roots back to Tibet and Mongolia, contributes the Tamang cello. Driven by the rhythmic strike of a large tambourine called the damfu, this performative song is designed specifically as a catalyst for social interaction. By sharing and blending these specific community rhythms, the diaspora creates common ground, using music as a primary tool to integrate these distinct ethnic groups. The third pillar is highly practical. It relies on a specific cross-cultural toolkit of instruments to soundtrack daily emotional life and major human milestones. This image shows the model, the foundational percussion instrument of Nepal. By striking the hard cylindrical drum horizontally, musicians drive the baseline rhythms that power countless folk melodies across almost all ethnic groups. That driving percussion is balanced by deep emotional resonance. Here, a musician plays the bansuri, a simple bamboo flute. Often, this is accompanied by the sarangi, a traditional stringed instrument known for its distinct human voice-like quality. Look at this diagram of the Panchi Baja, an ensemble of 5 ancient folk instruments reserved for high-stakes communal events. It consists of 5 parts: the jolly cymbals, the large damaha and smaller tamko kettle drums, the curved narsinga horn, and the sanai pipe. These 5 instruments represent power and cohesion. When played together in Hong Kong, they demonstrate a hard-won harmony between the community's various ethnic roots. Today, these very traditions remain living cultural values. Since the first Gurkha soldiers arrived in 1948, the community has kept these distinct sounds echoing through the streets of Hong Kong. As this ethno-music gradually disappears, formal research and promotion have become vital tools for protecting the community's indigenous identity. These melodies are gifts from ancestors. They capture human emotions and rhythms that exist beyond what can be measured by a standard music meter. Exploring and protecting these living sounds ensures that this ancestral legacy remains intact for future generations.